Well, hello everyone. We are live for our next Cambly live stream with me, Tutor Yuri. I'm excited to teach you guys today because today we can explore social media words and phrases. So, if you are human, then you all use social media. So, these are going to be some very important words and phrases that we're going to learn today because everyone uses social media, whether it's Facebook, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Twitter, now known as X, whatever social media platform you use, you're going to have to get used to understanding and using social media words and phrases. Hello, Yuban. Hello, Quis. Hello, Irva. Hello, Krishnamurti. It's wonderful to see some familiar names. I look forward to seeing some new names. So, why don't we start with that? I'd like to introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Tutor Yuri. I'm from South Africa. I've been teaching English and many subjects for that matter for many, many years. I love teaching English, but I actually really love teaching mindfulness and meditation. But that's not what we're learning today. Today we're learning English and social media words and phrases. I'd like some of you guys to introduce yourselves. So please, if you haven't already, please, why don't you tell us your name and also tell us where you're from? And maybe you can also tell us what the weather is like where you are. So I'll do a little check in with some of those people I haven't read yet. We've got Talha. Hello, Talha. Where are you from? We've got Giorgio from Italy. Yubin is from South Korea. Thank you, Yubin, for letting us know. We've got Handan. I'm not sure where you're from, Handan. Please let us know. We've got Sarwat from Bangladesh. Tavinuth, where are you from? Tavinuth, please let us know. We've got Angie, Trishna, Talha, May, Priscilla. More and more people are joining us today for our live stream where we can learn more about social media words and phrases. Okay, here we go. We got Suzanne from Brazil, Henry from Chile. Tavinuth, where are you watching from? What flag is that? Is that not sure what flag that is. Can you tell us what flag that is? Kibar, welcome Kibar from Turkey. We've got Trishna joining us from South Africa. Hello, Trishna. Me and you are in the same country. Siawash from New York. Serdar from Turkey. This is wonderful. I always love to see some new names. We're seeing lots of new names, but also quite a few old names, some familiar names of students who have joined us before for some of our past classes. Lao, Tavinoth, thank you. It's from Lao, or Laos. I'm not sure which way you prefer to pronounce it. All right, well, thank you. We've done our usual check-ins. I'm guessing if everyone is messaging me on the chat, then the sound is good and the video is good because everyone can see me. So please give me a thumbs up if you're happy with the sound of the video, which means you can hear me and see me, which means we're ready to begin with today's class. Good, we're getting some hearts. Those are good signs that everyone can see and hear me. Okay, there we go. Thumbs up. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Krishnamurti, Yubin, appreciate that. Let's begin. So today, as I've said a few times, we're doing social media words and phrases. These are words and phrases you might use a lot when you're talking about Facebook or having used Facebook or what you did when you were on Twitter or now known as X or even Instagram for that matter. Whenever you're using social media, there are lots of words and phrases you would use when you're talking about social media. So let's get an idea of what that is for some of you who might not know. What does social media mean? Well, as you can see here, social media words and phrases are vocabulary and expressions commonly used with social media platforms and online communication. Like I mentioned, words and phrases we would use when we're talking about many social media platforms. Now, let's continue. These words and these phrases are used in the digital world and are used to describe the features, the functions, and the behaviors we observe on social media networking sites and apps. Kind of what I've already said, right? All right, so that's what we're going to continue with today. So let's move on to our first batch of words, shall we? Here are our words we're going to explore first. Now, some of these might be familiar to you. You might be aware of some of these words. The first one we're going to deal with today is hashtag, but there are another four we might have to deal with. Okay, and that one is follow. The next one is trend. The next one is viral. And the last word, social media word we're going to deal with is share. So let's start with the first one. Yes, Huang. We're going to deal with this one here, hashtag. So let me put this one up here. I've got a little bit of blue tack. We're going to put it up on the wall over there so you can see them behind me. First word we're going to deal with is hashtag. I wonder who might be familiar with this particular word. If you're not, here's what it means. So, a hashtag. It's a word or phrase preceded by the sign here. Some of you have shown us in the chat that you understand what it is. It's this little sign you can see over here. It's a symbol. We use this in social media platforms to categorize contents and make it searchable. When you put a little hashtag, this thing here, before, that's what precede means. Precede means before. When you put a little hashtag before a word or a few words, people can look for that word when they use this little symbol here, the hashtag, before the word. Let's see how we use that as an example. So, the campaign went viral thanks to the clever use of the buy now hashtag. You can see there's the hash over there, followed by the words buy and now. This here is called a hashtag. Buy now is the hashtag. If it has this symbol here, the hashtag symbol. So if someone says the Instagram hashtag or the Nike hashtag, it means when you use that word, followed, or at least this symbol, followed by the word. You can search for that word, but you have to use this symbol before the word. So if they say hashtag followed by some words, they're talking about this that we have to use when we search on social media. All right, so let's move on to the next word. Next word is pretty simple. Many of you have heard this, I'm sure. You've heard it before. Many of you have maybe even used it before, because if you're on social media, well, then you have followed someone. Because what does it mean to follow someone on social media? Does anyone want to take a try to explain what they think it means to follow someone? What does it mean to follow someone on social media? Does anyone know? All right. So to follow someone on social media means to join their channel so that you can see their content. Let's explain that a little bit further. Here we go. So we got follow over here. The definition is first. To subscribe to someone's updates or posts on a social media platform. Here's a good example sentence. I love following YouTube chefs for new recipes and ideas. So Krishnamurti gave us the perfect answer. He says, follow means to subscribe. Yes. If you follow someone, it means you want to see what they post. You want to see the things that they share on their pages. So if you follow Cambly, then you will see Cambly's videos. So you must have followed Cambly on YouTube so that you can see what we share with you. Otherwise, you wouldn't know we're doing a video today if you didn't follow us. All right. Tin Lin says to get notifications about someone in social media equals follows. Yes, you must follow them to get those notifications. If you don't follow them, you wouldn't know what they're doing. So that's a very good example there, Tin Lin. All right. So yes, Krishnamurti gave us a great sentence using the word follow. He said, I am following Cambly to improve my English. That is a perfect use of the word follow. To follow means to subscribe to someone on social media, to press a button that says you want to see more of their stuff. You want to see more of their content. Irva says, if we look in the chat now, Irva says social media users follow because they want to keep in touch. Yes, that's true. So whoever you like on social media, whoever you want to know more about what they do, you follow them. You have to press a button that says, oh, I like them. I want to see more of what they show, more of what they share. Eubin said, I follow Cambly to learn English. Exactly, Eubin. You've used the word follow correctly. Kalipan says, I'm following people who are from North America to make new friends and to improve my English. That's a great idea, and that is a good use of the word follow. Talha says, I'm following Cambly channel. Yes, Talha, you guys are doing amazing. So you'll understand how we use the social media word to follow. Now, let's move on to our next word. Our next word, as you can see here, is trend. Oh, this one's a little bit more difficult. How would we use this word trend? And what does it mean? What is a trend? Well, firstly, it's a noun because it's a thing. Does anyone think they know what trend means before I show you? I don't want to take too long to give you a chance, so let's just go straight to the answer. Here we go. Oh, Giorgio is taking a chance. Giorgio said, trend is a thing that becomes more popular. Yes, amazing, Giorgio. You are correct. So here is a trend. A topic or a hashtag that gains popularity and becomes widely discussed on social media. Something that becomes popular that everyone is talking about, everyone is watching. Now, here's a good example sentence of how we could use trend. The new dance challenge quickly became a trend on TikTok. It became popular. When something is popular on social media, it is trending. That's how we use the word trend, when something is popular. Let's see what you guys wrote. Hinton wrote, trendy equals very popular. Yes, you are correct. All right, so you guys are getting it. So trend, when something is popular, it becomes trendy. It is a trend. Shuyab said it's changing behavior and topics that are popular in social media. Kind of, in a way. Popular was the important word there. Well done. Irva says what's popular on different social media channels at a certain point in time. Wonderful definition for trend. Something that is popular that everyone wants to see or follow or know more about. For example, again, I'll use the example I did. The new dance challenge quickly became a trend on TikTok. All right. Do you guys remember the ice bucket challenge? That was a trend. Remember when people took a bucket of ice, poured it over their head, and then challenged someone else to do the same thing? That became a trend, became popular. It became something everyone was making videos about. It was a trend. Okay, excellent. We can move on to the next word, viral. What does that mean? What does viral mean? Does anyone know? Anyone want to give it a chance? I'll give it a few seconds before I explain it to give you guys a chance to type it. I don't just want to give you the answers. I'd like to give you a chance to try and see if you can answer it for yourself. So think about it. What does it mean if I say, ooh, that was viral? Okay, Luna says it means not real. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean not real. If something is viral on social media, remember, we're talking about words when it comes to social media. Let's see, Kalipan said, a video, an image, or a piece of information which is circulated rapidly and widely from one internet user to another. Good, that's a very lot of big words there. I'll explain in a moment why he's correct. Krishnamurti says, okay, he's explaining trend. Let's get back to Fatima. Fatima says viral means spreaded. Yes, that's a nice, simple word to explain it. Talha said, Cambly video is most popular watching because it's viral. Perhaps that's a good way to use the word viral. Well done. Lilith said, widespread. I like that word. That's a good word, Lilith. All right. Miranda said, popular. It can kind of mean popular too. When something is viral, it means it spreads very quickly. Everyone gets it. So, for example, we can use the word viral when we talk about illnesses, right? When you've got the cold or if you have the flu, because it's a virus, it spreads. That's how you can remember it, right? So when someone sneezes, they spread the virus because it moves very quickly. Well, this is a good way to remember how we use the word viral. It means when something popular spreads very quickly and everyone wants to see it. Everyone wants to do it. Okay. Let's see. Shuyab said spreads rapidly and widely across platforms due to high engagement. Yes, it's a perfect explanation. Okay, let me give you mine. Here we have describes content, typically a video, an image, or an article that spreads rapidly across the internet, often gaining significant attention and engagement from users. So you guys are all right. Something mostly video or an image that spreads very quickly. Everyone wants to see it. Everyone wants to download it. Everyone is talking about it because it's getting popular. Everyone finds it interesting. Here's your example sentence over here to use the word viral. The video of the dancing baby went viral. The video got millions of views and shares on social media. It went viral. It spread very quickly. Everyone wanted to watch it. Everyone was talking about it. So it's popular because it spreads quickly. Okay, so remember, you can think about the flu. You can think about the cold. When you're sick, that spreads like a virus. That's how you can remember the word viral when we use it in terms of content on social media. When something goes viral, it spreads quickly. Krishnamurti wrote something, but he's just deleted it. I was just going to read it. Kalipan said, my Instagram story went viral. It's a good way to use the word. Well done. If it goes viral, it means it was popular and it spread quickly. Everyone was talking about it. Krishnamurti rewrote his sentence, said, T-Series is very viral Indian songs channel. Okay, yes, it's a song channel that spreads quickly. Everyone is interested in it in India. All right, guys, we've got one more word left for our social media words today. And then we're going to do some phrases. Our word is share. Now, this one should be a little bit easier. This one should be a word that you've probably used when you talk about social media. The word share. Okay, Lilith says when you post something. You are correct, Lilith. Does anyone have another explanation for this word over here? This word share? What does it mean when we're talking about social media? When we're talking about Facebook, Instagram, X or Twitter, even YouTube? All right. Shuyab said posting or reposting something. Yes, that means to share. Okay. When you share something, if we think of the word share, it means to do something for someone else, to give someone else something that is yours, right? So if I give someone else something that is mine, I'm sharing it with them. If I'm drinking water and I say, do you want some of my water? We share it. I have some, they have some. Think of it like that. When you go onto your phone, you go onto Facebook and you send a picture of yourself. Hello, it's me. You take a photo and then you put it on Facebook. You are giving it to other people to see so they can share in what you're doing. So you are sharing your content. Okay. Let's find the official definition. So to share is to repost or to distribute someone else's content on your own social media platform. Okay. To post, that's the words you guys used, right? To post, to put your video, your image, your song, your audio, whatever it is, to put it on social media and let other people have it, or not have it, but see it. And if they like it, they can share it with the rest of the world. They can also say, I'm going to use your picture or your video, and I'm going to let other people see it because I like it. That's sharing it. Here's a good example sentence. She shared my video of our hiking weekend on her Facebook page. Okay, so she took your video that was on your page and she said, I like it. I'm going to put it on my page. I'm going to share it. So remember, it means to post or repost. So to put something new or to put something old again. Okay, I think that's pretty clear. Yeah, you guys understand all these words now? We have hashtag, the symbol we have to use before certain words when we want people to find something. Follow. Follow meaning when you like someone's content, you want to see more of it, you follow them so that you can see more of what they share, more of what they do. Trend. When something is popular, it becomes a trend. Viral. When something spreads quickly, a video or an image, everyone is seeing it. It has lots of views. And then we have share. We just covered that when you post something or repost something. To repost something means to post it again. You weren't the first person to share it. Okay. Now, guys, here is your challenge. I'm going to give you 5 sentences. Let me show you quickly. There's a quick little picture of it. 5 sentences. And you guys are going to have to try to tell me which of these words we must use in each sentence. You'll see each sentence has a word missing. Which of these words goes in each sentence? So we'll start with number 1. I'm going to read the word, or at least I'm going to read the sentence, apologies, and then I want you to write the number and your answer. So we'll start with number 1. Here are the answers you can use over here. Here's your first sentence. I always include a what when posting about my travels on Instagram. Write number 1 and your answer. I always include a when posting about my travels on Instagram. I'll give you guys a few moments to try and answer that question, to fill the correct answer in the gap, and let's see what you guys can do. All right, you're all getting it right. You're doing phenomenally well. It is hashtag. Yes, it is this answer over here. Ding, 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 ding. Congratulations, you used it correctly. So let me cross out hashtag. So we've done hashtag. We're not going to be using that one again. Okay, let's go on to number 2. Here's question number 2. The video was so funny that I had to it with all my friends. The video was so funny I had to what? It with all my friends. Right, number 2 and your answer. You guys are getting it. Lilith, you got it. May, you got it. Kalipan, Hinton, Trishna, it is share. The video was so funny, I had to share it with all my friends. Well done. To post it again. Let's do number 3. Ooh, there we go. I recently started something, my favorite actors on Twitter. I recently something, my favorite actors on Twitter. What do you think 3 is? You recently started something, your favorite actor. So you can see his stuff. So you can see his videos and pictures. What do you have to do if you want to see his videos or pictures, or her videos and pictures? You guys got it. You have to follow them. I recently started following my favorite actors on Twitter. Okay. So we got those ones. Okay. All right, let's move on to question number 4. Let's do 4 and 5 together. I want you to write 4 answer, 5 answer, okay? Let's do them together because we only have 2 left. We only have trend and viral, so you're going to have to choose the right ones. Here we go. It's exciting to see your post something and get noticed by so many people. 4. And number 5. The something video received millions of views within hours of being posted. So let's write 4 and 5 in your answer. What is 4? What is 5? So Shuyab says 4 is trend. Trishna says 4 is trend. Let's see. It's exciting to see your post trend and get noticed by so many people. Yes, 4 is trend. 5. The viral video received millions of views within hours of being posted. Yes. 5 is viral. Well done, guys. 4 is trend, 5 is viral. Amazing. You guys are doing great. Okay. We're almost halfway now. We're going to finish off with a few social media phrases that we use. And then we're going to finish off with a few more exercises like we just did now. And then we'll be done. And you guys would have learned a lot of social media words and social media phrases so that you guys can improve your speaking when you talk about these things with your friends or other native speakers. When you talk about what you saw, what you posted, or what you liked on social media. Okay. So let's continue with the lesson. Yoshi, thank you for your questions. But Yoshi, let's focus on the lesson. All right. So try to only comment in the chat if you are answering the questions related to what we're doing today. So we're going to move on to some phrases. What are phrases? Phrases are a combination of words we use together. And these are words we use together about social media. And here are our social media phrases for today. First one, slide into someone's DMs. Ooh, what does that mean? Go viral or going viral? Interesting. We know what viral means, so we should be able to explain that one. Next one, to tag someone. What does that mean, to tag someone? And then we've got scroll through your feed. And then we've got emoji overload. So these are the 5 social media phrases we're going to focus on today. Okay? So let's put that on there. You can see the 5 different social media phrases we're going to focus on here. And then we're going to challenge you guys to show you understand them by answering the questions we're going to do at the end of the lesson. Okay, so let's move on, shall we? First one, slide into someone's DMs. What is that? What does that mean? Slide into someone's DMs. DMs must stand for something. DMs. Each of these letters stands for a different word. I'll help you with this one. Direct message. Ooh. So you're sliding into someone's direct messages. That's what the S at the end stands for. Direct messages. Very good. Calipan has it. Direct message. So what does it mean to slide into someone's direct message? Let me help you out with that. So to send a direct message to someone on social media, often with romantic or flirtatious intentions. What does that mean? With romantic intentions. That means if you like someone and you send them a message on social media, maybe you don't know them, that means you're sliding into their DMs. You're saying, hello, I like you. My name is Yuri. Do you like my photos? So if you're messaging someone on social media because you might like them a little bit, that's what we mean when we say slide into someone's DMs. Now let's see, how do we use that in a sentence? Here we go. He decided to slide into her DMs and ask her out on a date. Okay, Shuyab thinks it's very romantic. Okay, Calipan thinks I'm very experienced with this. Actually, no, Calipan, I don't. I don't slide into anyone's DMs. If I like someone, I meet them face to face and I tell them I like them. I don't need to message them via social media. Okay, so you slide into someone's DMs, you're messaging them on social media, Instagram, Twitter, because you might like them and you want to start communicating with them. Okay, let's do the next one. To go viral or going viral. Who wants to take a guess at what that means? All right, come on, guys. Let's get some attempts at guessing this one. You guys have been doing so well with all of our previous words. Can any of you guys guess what it means to go viral? Okay. So Alex said go viral. Okay, Alex, that's the word we're doing. That's the phrase we're doing. Yes, going viral. There it is there. Can anyone try to explain what that might mean? If you say it's going viral. Okay. Anyone? became a viral? Lilith, yes. You're kind of correct. To became viral, it means it spread quickly and widely on the internet. Yeah. So it's the same as saying viral. So remember when we just said that video was viral? You could have just said that video is going viral. Or past tense of go is went, right? So we could have just said that video went viral because we can do the past tense of go. So the video went viral. Yes, Suzanne said going viral means will become viral. It doesn't mean will be, it means it's becoming. It's already happening now. It's not future, it's happening now. Okay, very good. Krishnamurti said, starting to spread quickly on social media. Yes, that's a good explanation. It means it's happening now. It's starting to spread quickly on social media. So that's what it means to go viral. You guys got it. Here is the official definition as I have it here: becoming extremely popular or widely shared on social media in a short amount of time. And here's the sentence example so you can see how to use it. Their funny video went viral and was shared by millions of people. It went viral. You see, I used went here again because went is the past tense of go, because it already happened in the past. Okay, excellent. This is great. Okay, so we've done going viral, we've done slide into someone's DMs. Oh, that's a good question. Have any of you guys slid into anyone's DMs before? Oh, if you have, let me know. I'd love to know if any of you guys have slid into anyone's DMs. You might see I'm saying slid because slid is the past tense of slide. So it's something that's already happened. Calipan says no. Shuyab says he has in Roblox. If I'm not mistaken, that's a online game thing. Okay, Lilith says nope, she's never done it. Oh, Shuyab has. He says he has. Well done, Shuyab. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely. If that's how you can meet someone, why not? It's a beautiful way to meet someone. Suzanne says no, she's never slid into anyone's DMs before. Okay, here's a new question. Has anyone slid into your DMs? Has anyone messaged you on social media with a romantic intention because they might be interested or they might like you? Anyone? Has anyone slid into your DMs? Maybe you didn't. Lilith says, if he is famous, I can because he cannot see probably. Okay, maybe. It's worth a try, Lilith. You never know. You might meet, he might send you a message back, right? The famous guy. All right, everyone's laughing and they're saying, no, not really. Okay, it's not something that happens often, not to me. I don't slide into people's DMs and no one slides into mine. All right, but now you know what this word means if you ever need to explain it. All right, so guys, the next phrase we're doing, tag someone. Who thinks they know what it means to tag someone? What does that mean to tag someone? Wait a minute. This sounds familiar to one of the words we used earlier, right? The word we started with today was hashtag. Do you think it has a connection? Do you think tag someone might be connected to hashtag? What do you guys think? Do you think there's a connection there? Krishnamurti says yes. He would be correct. There is a connection. Yes, Lilith says to mention someone. Yes, she said at this. Very good. If you're tagging someone, you're actually trying to say, I'm mentioning you. I'm talking about you. Okay. Erva says they're mentioning you in a post. Yes, amazing. All right, very good. You guys get it. So to tag someone, as we see here, is to mention or to identify another user in a social media post or comment. So here's the example sentence. She tagged her friends in the photo from last night's party. So if you tag someone, it means you are actually trying to put a note next to their name to say this person is connected to this photo or connected to this picture or connected to my post. So for example, Krishnamurti, everyone look at Krishnamurti's chat. He's tagging Kalipan. All right, you'll see he puts a little @ sign and then Kalipan's name because he's trying to say, Kalipan, this message is for you. I'm tagging you. Okay. Shuyab is tagging the word shorts. Okay, you can tag someone, which is what we're learning here, or you can tag a word by using the hashtag. Okay. Kalipan said, I tagged the girl I like on Instagram. That's a good example of how we use this phrase. Well done, Kalipan. So you tag the girl, which means he put the @ sign with her name when he was writing something or posting something. Why? Because then she'll get a message that'll say, someone tagged you. And she'll go, what? And she'll go, check. Oh, Kalipan tagged me in this post. I wonder why. Oh, it's the picture he took of me yesterday. That way she can find something about herself. So you tag someone. And Shiab thinks that's quite romantic. Okay, let's move on to the next phrase. So we've done tag someone. We're going to do now scroll through your feed. So to scroll through, who thinks they know what that means? To scroll through. Scroll through. Does anyone think they know what that means? What does it mean to scroll through? Give you guys a chance to try and guess that before I show you. Maybe I can actually show you an example of what it means to scroll through. If I can get my phone. Here it is. So there's an example of scrolling. That means to scroll when you're moving up or down on something in social media. You are looking at it as you scroll. Scroll means to move the thing up or to move it down. So here's the official definition. So you can say you scroll through your feed or my feed or someone's channel. So here's the definition. To browse or to look through the content on social media platform, typically by scrolling down the page. Okay, so scroll is you're looking through the stuff on a page. If it's on your feed, your feed means your page. You're looking through all of the stuff that Facebook is showing you, only showing you. But if you like someone's page, you want to see what they shared, well, then you would scroll through their feed. Then you would go to their page and you'd see, oh, what did they share? What did they post? Oh, look at all this. Then you are going through their stuff. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let's see what Desi said. Desi said, I was scrolling through my newsfeed and finally found a very interesting photo of a friend of mine. Amazing use of the phrase scrolling through my newsfeed. Yes. See, he added the word news to feed over here. Okay, news feed, because it's all the news on his page, on his feed, on the thing that he sees. Okay, let's move on to our last phrase over here, emoji overload. Now, I'm sure you guys know what an emoji is, right? You guys are using a lot of them in the chat. All right, I see Krishnamurti shared an emoji with the guy with sunglasses and a smiley face. Kalipan shared an emoji of a laughing face, ha ha ha, with tears coming out the side of his eyes. These are emojis. But what does that mean? Emoji overload. We know what emoji means, but what is overload? Okay, let's move on to the next phrase now, guys. What do you guys think emoji overload means? Anyone want to take a guess before I explain? Whoa, okay. Krishnamurti understands. He just sent an emoji overload. Look at what Krishnamurti shared in the chat, guys, and you'll understand what I mean. Okay. Yes, Lilith, well done. An emoji overload is when you use way too many emojis. It's not necessary. We understand what you're saying. You don't have to send so many. That is an emoji overload. A good example, an emoji overkill. Yeah, it means too much. Overload means too much. It's too much. I cannot heal. I cannot deal with it. Okay, so let's go through the official definition, shall we? Here's the official definition. Using a large number of emojis in a social media post or message. Okay, so when you use too many emojis, yes, Madonna, it's an emoji overload. Here's a good example of a sentence you could use when you use this phrase. Her text message had so many emojis, it was like an emoji overload. Okay, Shuyab, emoji overload. Okay, good. Shuyab understands. Well done, guys. Okay, I'd like to give you guys 1 minute to do an emoji overload now. Go. Everyone has an opportunity to do an emoji overload. Let's go. Let's see what emoji overload you guys can come up with before we finish today's lesson. Krishnamurti's already done many hands. Shiab's already done many faces with glasses. Okay, we've got emoji overload, Western Netrunner, well done. Anyone else? Come on, let's see what emoji overloads you guys can do. Krishnamurti, what is that? Oh my goodness, it's some weird face. Okay. Hinton, that's an emoji overload. Yubin, emoji overload. Okay. Yes, you guys get it. These are emoji overloads. Suzanne Lopez, yes, emoji overload, please. Ahmed, Erva, excellent. You guys get it. Okay. Whoa, Krishnamurti, good one. Okay. All right. We're done now. Please send the last of your emoji overloads so we can move on to our final exercise. We got 2 more exercises for today, guys. Before we finish, we're going to do some sentences with missing phrases. We're going to try to find which of these phrases go into these sentences. And then we're going to finish off with social media words and phrases in these ones. Okay. But let's finish off with the phrases first. So we're going to move on to number 1. Here's the first sentence. I want you to tell me what phrase, here they are at the top here, what phrase goes in that sentence? The goal of my content creators is to have their posts what? To have their posts what? What do you guys think? To have their posts. What is the goal of many content creators? Suzanne's got it. Hinton's got it. Irva's got it. To go viral. Yes. The goal of many content creators is to have their posts go viral. Excellent. I'll cross that one out because we have correctly answered that one. Okay. So go viral has been crossed out because we've got it. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is her Instagram post had an something of heart emojis showing her love for the photo. What do you guys think that is? Her Instagram post had an of heart emojis. Something you guys just did a lot of. Yes, Kalipan's got it. Desi's got it. Suzanne, you've got it. Lilith's got it. So 2 is emoji overload. Her Instagram post had an emoji overload of heart emojis showing her love for the photo. So she had so many heart emojis. Just heart, 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 heart. Okay, let's do number 3. Before we do number 3, I'm going to cross out emoji overload because we've done that one. So you can see I've crossed out emoji overload. Let's move on to question number 3. I often something when I'm bored and looking for something interesting to read. What do you think that one is? I often what when I'm bored? Who thinks they know that one? What do you do when you're bored? You guys all do this. Yes, but what do you scroll through? What do you scroll through? You guys getting it right. But what do you scroll through? Add those extra words. You scroll through what? Let's see who can remember it. It's not here, but we did do it. So scroll through what? What do we scroll through? Who's going to get it first? We scroll through what? Scroll through shorts. Yeah, that's good. You could scroll through shorts. That's a good example. You might do that. Yes, Hinton, you might scroll through newsfeed. Calipan, reels. You might scroll through the feed. Yes, your feed or someone else's feed. Desi, the news feed through social media. You can say that, Trishna. Yeah, you scroll through social media. Absolutely correct. You can totally say that. All right, let's finish up with the last sentence now. Don't forget to, well, hold on, have we done 4? No, we haven't done 4. Sorry, let's move on to 4 first. He decided to something after seeing and liking her photo on Instagram. What does that mean? He decided to something after seeing and liking her photo on Instagram. So if he likes her, maybe he likes her, if you know what I mean. What does he want to do? Lilith's got it. He slid into her DMs. So he decided to slide into her DMs after seeing and liking her photos on Instagram. DMs. You guys got it. Suzanne's got it. All right. Ewan, you've got it. Excellent, guys. Which means we've got one more sentence left. Don't forget to something when you share the photos of me from today's parties. So when you share the photos of someone else on social media, what do you have to do so they can see those photos? Okay, you have to tag. Yes, but tag who? Tag me, tag them. Yes. Don't forget to tag me when you share the photos of me from today's party. Excellent, guys. Well done. Okay. We've got one final exercise challenge before we're done with today's lesson. Our final challenge is we're going to show you some sentences with missing social media words and missing social media phrases. You're going to have to tell me which one. Is it the social media word? If it is, which one? If it is a social media phrase, which one? All right, so here we go. Let's go to the first one. Your answers are here that you can use. You can use these ones here, okay? Whoa, Kalipan, emoji overload, emoji overload. Okay. All right, here we go. Shuyab says he's ready. Are you? Let's find out. Question number one. I always use a when posting about my favorite pictures of food on Instagram. What do you always use when you post pictures of your favorite food on Instagram so other people can find it? Yes. You use a what? Use a tag, a hashtag. Suzanne's got it. Calipan, yes, a hashtag. Well done. Very good. You use a hashtag. Okay, let's try number two. Her funny video quickly went something on social media, getting millions of views. If it gets millions of views, that must mean it went. Yep, Dagukan's got it. Krishnamurti's got it. Lilith's got it. Shuyab's got it. Everyone's got it. Viral. Number two is viral. Number two is viral. Let's do number three. I decided to something my favorite YouTube channel to learn more about exercise. If you want to learn more about exercise, what do you have to do? You have to, Shuyab's got it, Krishnamurti's got it, Yusuf's got it. You have to follow. You have to follow, okay? With number three, it's follow. I decided to follow my favorite YouTube channel to learn more about exercise. Okay, let's do number 4 and 5 together. Here we go. Let me move it back so it's easier to see. 4 and 5 together. I found myself something late at night, unable to sleep. What do you do when you can't sleep? I find myself something late at night. Ooh, Dogukan's got it. Very good. When you can't sleep, sometimes that's why you can't sleep, because you're doing this. Scrolling through social media, scrolling through my feed. As Hinton said, it's scrolling through news feeds. Yes. That causes a lot of sleepless nights for people. Okay, very good. You guys are getting it all. And which means we've got one more left, number 5. Have you ever wanted to, but stopped because you weren't sure what to write to them? Have you ever wanted to, what? But you stopped because you weren't sure what to write. Now, most of you guys already answered me on this question. Your answer was no. Aha, Shuyab, you've got it. Irva got it. Anyone else? Have you ever wanted to slide into someone's DMs? Very good, Suzanne. But stopped because you weren't sure what to write to them. Have you ever wanted to slide into someone's DMs but stopped? Okay. There you go, guys. We've finished social media words and social media phrases to help you guys better use these words and phrases when you're speaking. I can see you guys understand emoji overload a lot. You're using it a lot. So make sure you use this in any chat. Whenever you see someone using too many emojis, you can say, dude, emoji overload. All right, he'll understand. Oh, I'm using too many. Maybe I should use only a few. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it with today. Um, Someone's asked, does the emoji with sunglasses mean anything? I guess it just means cool. Someone's cool. Look at me. I feel cool. That's what it looks like when someone's wearing sunglasses. They look cool. All right. You're welcome, Lilith. I'm glad you enjoyed these new phrases and words. I hope you guys start using them. Remember, you can use these phrases and these words when you are communicating on social media too. It's obviously cool to use them when you're speaking with someone as well, but you can also use them on social media. That's what makes these words and phrases pretty cool. You are all so very welcome. Thank you for joining me. So, guys, before we end today's lesson, I'm sure most of you know about Cambly. I think many of you are actually students on Cambly. But if you don't know about Cambly, well, what is it? I'll tell you. Cambly gives you instant access to native English speakers like me, so you can learn from English speaking teachers like me. You can take English lessons anytime, anywhere, right from your phone or from your computer. So if you want, you can schedule your next lesson with me or any of our amazing tutors. I think there might be a link below this video if you want to check that out. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'm excited to maybe meet you as your tutor, or I look forward to seeing you all at my next live stream video. All right. Thank you, everyone. If anyone has any questions, I will take 1 more minute to answer them now before we have to call it a day. Oh, Trishna has a question. She says, when's the next lesson? Trishna, every Sunday there's a lesson, and I think a day in the week there might be a lesson. My next lesson's probably only in about a month's time. There's many of us that do this. There's about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of us. So it's always a new tutor who does a different class. I hope you guys enjoyed my class. I hope you guys come and join me for my next one. Okay. Thank you, Krishnamurti. It's Saturdays and Sundays. All right. Thank you, everyone. Shuhab asks, do I like someone? Yeah, I have people in my life that I like a lot, but I've never slid into anyone's DMs. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful Sunday. I look forward to seeing you guys again at the next lesson. Until next time, take care, everyone. Bye bye.